Good. Feel free to grab a drink and go on if you want.
Hello everyone. I'd like to begin by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which we meet today. I would also like to pay my respects to elders past and present. Start. Hello everyone, welcome. My name's Phil Jean Kane and welcome to all animators, lovers of animation, entrants, friends and family of entrants. Welcome to you all here today. Now, if you haven't been to the 3:30 before or anything like this, we will explain as we go on a little bit of how it works, how we put it together and what's happening. So hang on. What I'll do to begin with is to explain a question none of you have asked: who is wanimate? And I'll also say to those of you who have entered here today and thought, is this some kind of construction cosplay? And should I be wearing a hard hat and high vis? Yes, you should. Anyway, next time is when we'll do that. Wanimate, so we'll save that idea for next time. Wanimate is a collection of, as I say, animation people, animation industry, people who love animation. A number of the people on the committee you will have maybe seen in terms of training and education from places like TAFE and SAE. The idea is to get together, as I say, people who love animation and industry and academics and whoever else is useful and wants to make the network. Is what we're doing. We're here to network and make the West Australian industry something that involves more connection. Because for whatever reason, even though we are in Western Australia and we haven't moved very much or very far lately especially, for some reason we've discovered that it's important to actually connect up more than just accident can allow. So that's what we exist for. And we're here to create events, meetups. We've had things like a podcast, Lightbox. We have constant events like this one, and also the other one, which is of very similar size, which we'll hear about more later, is the Wham Bam. So those two events bring people together to actually do animation and see what they can create. Because obviously it's great to talk to people who know animation and are involved in the industry, but it's also excellent to find a reason to create things and get them out there and seen by people, which is clearly why we're here today. So that more or less is what we're about and why you're here. Now, what's going on today is you'll see that we're filming things. Now, the idea there is that we're going to have the filming of this, a pretty good sort of edited version of this will be out there on YouTube later in the week and other places, but look there first. And if you want to find that in particular, that's wanimate.org.au. And if you see any of our people shooting things, then obviously that means that you can either move aside, or what I would recommend is stick yourself right in front of the camera and give it your full personality. I mean, come on, don't miss that opportunity. I mean, if you're sitting here today and going, should I have a TikTok? The answer is yes, and this is part of all of that. So get into social media. Being anonymous and not known on social media is not something that's really allowed anymore. So maybe this is going to be your first opportunity. But it'd be good to see you anyway, because actually I think it is encouraging when people see a group like this doing stuff like this. It means, oh, there's a community out there, maybe I could become part of it. What we do every year is we have a number of people who sponsor, although this year we've actually had a couple more than usual. And we're introducing Flying Bart Productions today, and also Yes, chair. I mean, come on. Really. Well, thank you very much. Even though I'm not flying back. And access rail. Thank you. All right. Now, what I would do is, I'm loving this energy, this applause. It's really good. All right, we're going to practice this slightly. My shirt. Applause. Thank you. Thank you, that's very good. Now, can I just point out, and look, it might seem like it's ego, it's not. Pineapple all over the shirt. Oh, can I share this with you? And you can check this today, or when you get home, or when you're driving home if you're driving with someone else. According to the old television show Hawaii Five-0, if you actually spend a lot of time picking pineapples, your fingerprints erode, and so they're not as easy to see. And so if you want to commit a crime, obviously get involved in pineapples a lot. Is there anyone in the room who has ever done anything like that? Yes or no? Well, we don't know who you are. Just throw out a false name. I'm M, and I've done that. No, look, I'm just trying to bring us together. Okay, let's go to this. The sponsors that we've had for a long time are these: Event Cinemas, Wacom, Foundry and Intraware, Dell, Toon Boom, Sandbox, Redbird Creative, Quicksel Studios, and this year we're supported by Cinefest Oz, and you'll find out more about that as we go on. How does the festival work in today's sense is this. Judges I'll concentrate on in 2 seconds, but we have judges to make it work. What happens is that these people are the people who see everything, and they are not in this room exactly at the moment. What they are is they're in other states, and I think in one case elsewhere entirely. And the point being that if everything's going to stop favouritism, it's that. They don't know the people who put these entries together. The entries come from all over, and so do the judges. So that's the thinking. Just quickly on those judges, just to give you a little bit more information. I'm just going to give you tiny snippets of info that they've given to us. If you really want to know more about them, go to wanimate.org.au. We have Mark Flanagan, who has numerous animation credits and now is working as education manager for Netflix. The award-winning Lorraine Lorden, who has worked in many capacities, including sequence animation supervisor. Jordan Goucher, originally from Vancouver, who works in development and has been a showrunner most recently, which is, of course, a very big job. Ian Brown, who's a 30-year veteran of animation and recently directed 78 episodes of Alien TV for Netflix. Yes, Robbie Reed began as a rigging TD, is a rigging TD who has worked on numerous productions such as The New Mutants, Shazam and Mortal Kombat. So we're talking about people who, as you can hear, have been involved in the business for a long time, and they have definite ideas of what they're looking at, and they're professionals. So we think they're excellent judges to have, and we'll also see a little bit more about the judges as we go on. Now, overall, this is what is happening. There are 3 sections to this. There are 3 categories: the schools category, the tertiary category, and the open category. Now, we're going to show them in that order, and we're going to show all the entries we have for those, and then we're going to ask one of the sponsors' representatives to come down, and we will give the prize. And if the winner is here, hopefully we'll get to hear a few words from them. So that's 3 sections that we're going to be going through tonight. Okay, I think that ticks just about every box. What is going to happen now is that we are going to see a short intro advert from our sponsors. So thank you very much.
잘 먹겠습니다.
We believe there's an innovator in all of us. That's why we build technology that makes it possible for every business and every person to come to the table and do more incredible things.
Okay. I don't know. Look, I'm going to do this again. I can feel that's in me. I'm just going to give that a clap because I think you should. I mean, come on. Now, for those of you who are sitting there going, ugh, he's one of these people expecting me to clap. I don't expect you to clap. You don't have to do it. I'm just saying, oh, thank you. Thank you. But, you know, I'm trying to bring us all together. Now, what we're going to do first is we're going to see the schools section. Now, what's going to happen is that the number of films that we're going to see there, we're going to see all of them, and they are vying for these prizes. A 330 trophy, which more of which in a bit later, $250 cash, a Wacom Intuos small tablet, Toon Boom Harmony 21, 6-month license, Foundry Nuke Indie, 1-year license, Dell Alienware Vindicator backpack, Dell Alienware 7.1 gaming headset, and Dell Alienware gaming mouse. So I don't know if you're in here, schools people, but you could be getting those things tonight. So let's see, let's run the schools category now, please.
Mm. Hmm.
Some excellent films there in the schools category. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to get Aaron Welch from Redbird Creative to give the award out and to announce it for the schools category.
Good.
Hello, Aaron.
Glad I feel.
Okay,
Alrighty.
cool. This is what we're going to do. I will show you who the winner is, and then we'll hand out the stuff to them.
Very exciting.
Okay.
Drum roll.
No, don't.
Or knee roll.
Oh, the envelope. Yes. Thanks. Thanks, boss.
This holds the suspense for a bit longer.
Let's do it this way.
Yep. Okay, so the winner for the school category is The Lamp by James Manning. Well done. James, here, not here? Yeah, come on down, man. Well done. You're a winner. Congratulations. That's very good. Well, you're welcome. That's all yours. Enjoy. Just turn around. That's all you, man. Take your photo.
James, we'd like to have a bit of a chat with you if we could. Yes. Okay. Actually, let's see if we can. Can we hear you in the microphone? Have a speak it.
Testing. Yep, all good.
Great. Excellent. Okay. How did you come up with the lamp? What were you thinking?
For a while now, I've always wanted to do real life and incorporate animation into it, and I've never really got around to doing it. So when I saw the theme was light, I tried to find as many ways as I could, and I ended up settling with the lamp in my room.
So you could do things in live action if you maybe in the future. You're saying?
Yeah.
So what about stop motion? Did you take any examples of stop motion that you'd seen? Because it seems like there's quite a bit there. Were you inspired by anyone in that area?
I've seen quite a few stop motion animations. I watched quite a few while researching how to do it on YouTube and stuff like that. There's some really good stuff out there. Yeah, it was my first time ever really doing it properly, so it's kind of nerve-wracking.
And the results are brilliant. Did you get anyone involved in your filming?
No, did it all by myself.
So you're just a genius, all here. You're just a solo genius. I get it. We see. And what do you think you now? Clearly, you're an award winner. What do you think you might like to do next? What might you film?
Well, in the future, I want to work in the film industry as an editor, really.
Okay.
I really like editing and doing stuff. That's why stop motion, you can do a lot more editing with that.
Right,
So
okay.
I've always wanted to do stuff like that.
Excellent. Well, this is a great start. Everybody who wants to be an editor, help them out. Okay. Well, we look forward to anything else you may do in the future in terms of animation.
Thank you.
Very much for entering the competition.
Thank you.
And to James and anyone else who wins tonight, there are the actual prizes. James actually has the trophy which is actual. But just to let you know, it looks like this, everybody. That is what people are getting. This is thank you. This is a beautifully hand-carved piece of, what is it?
Blue curtain behind you. You're doing blue on blue screen.
Here you go. This is what it looks like. Everybody. Hey, thank you. Thanks for that. Do you know what? Oh no, in this particular case, this is a teacher teaching a teacher. And believe me, that's both beautiful and kind of annoying. Thank you. So those are what the trophies have been looked like for the last 5 years, and they're beautifully done locally, and hopefully one of them will be yours next time, or in fact possibly tonight. Let's move on. What I'm going to do is we're going to watch a little bit of video that covers some of the information to do with sponsors and judges before we go into our next category. So let's do that. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone, my name is Robbie Reed and I was one of the judges of the competition this year. So I work in the industry as a rigging technical director, and for those of you who might not know what that is, essentially I make digital puppets for films and games. But before that, I studied and worked in Perth as both a 2D and 3D animator. So let me just say first of all, big congratulations to everyone. I do know personally how hard it is to animate something, especially for those of you who are still in school and who are learning to animate in the first place. Making something that is 30 seconds long in such a short frame of time, in most likely your spare time as well, is definitely a feat worth celebrating. I was really impressed by the diversity of the entries this year, and just how much people played with the theme. Every animation was really distinct in terms of the ideas being shown, as well as the visual styles too. I was really happy to see so many different mediums on display. There was 2D, 3D, a little bit of stop motion too, and it was really cool to see those that mixed and matched as well. So if I was to give some general feedback, it would probably be away from the technical aspects of the animations themselves, and probably more in regards to the pacing and timing. These things are really important for animation, not just on the technical side of like creating appealing movement, but in terms of conveying information and making a lasting impression with people. Because 30 seconds is not a lot of time to work with when presenting a story or an idea, it's a really great way to challenge yourself to quickly and efficiently establish a scene, set up a small ordeal, and pay it off with a gag. And when I say gag, I don't necessarily mean something that's funny. It's more creating the sense of resolution to give people a lasting impression. I think the strongest entries this year were the ones that did this. So think about storyboarding your ideas out first, or creating a really rough animatic. Maybe present your work in progress versions to your friends, your family, teachers if you have them, and see if they get it. If something's not working, think about how you can reshape it early on, because it's really hard to cut or change something after you've been painstakingly animating it for 2 months. So planning and feedback is definitely the way to go. If anybody would like more specific feedback for their projects directly, feel free to send me an email or message me on LinkedIn. Always happy to provide more specific feedback and advice in any capacity I can. So once again, congratulations to everyone. Well done to all the winners, and I really hope everybody continues creating awesome animations in the future.
Hello, animators. Hope you all are having a good night. Just wanted to quickly say I really enjoyed every single one of your films. On top of the great design, animation, sound design, I think all of you really told a concise story in a 30-second time frame, which is a very difficult amount of time. Thanks very much, and good luck to you in all of your future animations, and you should all be really proud of yourselves for just completing the project more than anything.
Okay, let's go. Now, we are, as I say, it is in the tertiary category, and there's quite a number here. So let's see what you've been doing. Tertiary category, please.
My dear, monsters are more than just horrid looks and claws and teeth. Monsters are born of deeds done, unforgivable ones.
Hey! Oh! Whoa, that's neat, man.
Yeah. Grand magic entrance. Trust me, it ain't so special after the first 500 years. It kinda gets old. You get 3 wishes, kid.
Oh.
Come on! Just because I'm immortal doesn't mean I have all day!
Some excellent expressions of light. If you haven't worked it out and you weren't involved, light is the idea. So it's all got to be about light, and you can interpret it any way you like. Now, what it says here is that a representative from Flying Bark is about to come down. It'd be awesome if you can actually introduce yourself by name, because I don't have it here. So if you could please come down, that'd be great. That is to help to introduce the winner of the tertiary section. There you go.
Testing. Hi, I'm Sophia, and I work at Flying Bark. It's great to be here.
Hello, Sophia. And now we know your name. That's good. There you go.
Thanks.
I'll grab that if you want.
Thank you.
Very good.
The winner is While They Sleep by Nina Dakin.
Stand aside. Thank you, Sophia. Good on you. Okay, Nina, I believe you've done this before, but...
Once.
Hey, let's talk a little about what you have done here, and I'll hand this over to you. I can hold on to that if you'd like.
Sure.
Okay, great. All right, so how did you come up with your idea?
I was trying to think of like things related to light, and I came up with a ridiculously long story that was like 3 minutes long, and then I was like, I can't do that. And then I remembered like waking up in the middle of the night to like see like a helicopter searchlight outside my window, and I was like, we can work with that, and I made it a little bit more magical.
It is absolutely magical. What did you have is your team you, or did you work with a number of people?
So I did all the animating and storyboarding myself, but Hannah Owens over there composed the music for me.
Oh.
Yeah.
And have you found that... where did you do your animation? Remind us where that was.
Where?
Study-wise, yeah.
Oh, at Curtin University.
I'm just pushing curtain here for you, everybody. I'm not...
And I used Toon Boom software for it.
Oh,
so, yeah.
very good.
Sponsors.
Yes. Just remember we did this curtain, okay? And so you've been there for a while and doing animation, I assume.
Yes, animation.
And so was this an extension of the sorts of things you'd done, or were you, or better question, what do you intend to do next? What's your thinking?
So it wasn't part of class. I just did it in my own time. Where I would like to go next is to go on to doing storyboarding. And yeah, I'm looking to get into like storyboarding or storyboard revisionist stuff in the future. And
final question, what kind of, it doesn't have to be animation, but what kind of thing do you find most inspiring, say other work, other art, do you find most inspiring to what you do?
I'm really inspired by comics and webcomics, but for this one particularly, I was inspired by the work of cartoon saloons, so like Wolfwalkers and Song of the Sea were big stylistic influences.
Right, excellent. Well, thank you so much. Congratulations again for winning the tertiary category.
Thank you.
And as with the schools category, make sure you hit us up afterwards because we got the bag with the rest of the stuff in it. Don't just walk away.
Hi, my name is Lorraine Lorden, and I was lucky enough to get the chance to see all of your amazing short films. There is such a wonderful diversity of ideas, all from a single theme, and it was wonderful to see all of that creativity and talent that you put into your films. I know that you will do many more great things in the future, and I'm looking forward to seeing them. All the best.
Okay. What am I doing? What's happening? Why would I do this? You've got about one or two guesses. First guess? Did you say Christmas in July? Well done. It's the 25th, everybody, Christmas in July, something that a lot of people ignore for the reason that it's kind of stupid. However, let's go with this idea. Some of you are from the Northern Hemisphere and you just don't like the idea of it being 40 degrees when it's Christmas Day. So what I'm saying to you is take advantage. It is kind of cold out there. Maybe do the Christmas in July thing for the rest of the week. Try and get people involved, talk to family, sort of say to them things like tomorrow morning, say, hey, it's Christmas in July, and maybe give them a present. Obviously, you won't have had a lot of time to get something together, but I don't know, re-gift something. You know, just wrap up something and give it to them. And then give them the best present. Don't read into that. Give them the best present on Friday or Saturday. That's what I'm saying. So, everybody, have a think about Christmas in July. That's what we're bringing to you here at wanimate. All right, folks, open category. Now, this is obviously people that have studied animation. Some people are in industry. It's anyone who isn't schools or tertiary, although we do have a couple of entries that crossed over, and they paid twice, and good on them. So what we're going to do is we will show you now the category, and once again, there are quite a few of these, so please enjoy.
My dear, monsters are more than just horrid looks and claws and teeth. Monsters are born of deeds done, unforgivable ones.
Three, two, one. Here I come. Hey, wait. Ugh, and look at how she looks.
She has better odds at finding a wall than her class.
I wonder if she's just doing this for attention. Why is this happening to me?
Do you all think this is okay? Here, let me help you.
Thank you.
Ooh! Ah! Wow! Ah! It's so pretty! I want to hug it!
my dearest Clominda. I dedicate my servitude to both your beauty and your power. I accept this award on behalf of...
Sir! Sorry, sir! It's happening!
What's the situation? Sir, it's finally happening. The poles of the planets are shifting. What should we do? Throw a rock at it.
What?
Throw a rock at it.
Go. Starting throwing rock procedure.
Then the planet is destroyed. Well, I guess you could say we just rocked their world.
The twisted, long, winding road. A slave who bears a heavy load. Sin on earth is deeply hated. Here, forbidden fruit is sacred. And as my tortured soul takes flight, breathe deep, child, step into the light.
No! Oh no, 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 no! Uh-oh.
Aw, you guys remembered my birthday.
Today, accepting a Lifetime Achievement Award for 60 years in the industry, Larry the Lightbulb. He proved himself an extraordinary lightbulb in his debut performance as Uncle Fester.
You said you'd be here.
I was born broken. You're not.
He's even dipped his fuse in animation, making stories for adults and children alike.
I'll be home soon. I love you.
Let's not forget his Golden Globe winning performance in The Prestige with David Bowie, Hugh Jackman, and the circus.
They are waiting for you, Larry.
Can I just say, if you can make a room full of people feel for a light bulb they just met 30 seconds ago, you must be doing something right. Okay, what we're going to do, and on that, because this was actually quite a hard section to judge, just as a reminder to you that the judges actually, as always, they pick the same categories, as in they have aesthetic, technical, how has the story been told. They have about 5 or 6 categories that they judge on, so that's what they're ticking off to find their answer. Just in case you might be wondering, that's the process. So, excellent open category there. Possibly one of our best. Right, what we're going to do now is we are going to get... There's just a very long list of people here. What we're going to get now is we are going to get Corinne Easton from Event Cinemas to announce the winners of that section. Corinne.
All right, open category. Can we have a drum roll? There we go. Oop. Okay, congratulations, Blight by Jo Stens and Lorraine Hanson. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Corinne. Now, here's what's happening there. I would normally say, hey, come on down. However, Jo and Lorraine live elsewhere, not in Western Australia. So what we did is we had a brief interview with them, and we will play that in a moment, but just before we do, there was some technical stuff went on. We won't go into it, but part of it is why half of the screen that we're going to show you has a tremendously large frame or half frame of this tremendously large head. Can I say, I personally am horrified, and if you are too, I get it. just maybe shut one eye and listen to the very excellent things that Jo and Lorraine, the winners, actually got to say. Okay, let's play that video. Thanks. Okay, we are now speaking with Jo and Lorraine about their animation for the 330, the title of which is Blight. Now, what were you thinking of when you came up with the title and the concept for your animation?
So like blight, which we looked up the meaning, means to spoil or rotten. Something was right.
Spoils, ruins, or destroys.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just loved that.
Yeah.
And also because the story had so much to do with transcendence and literally stepping into the light. So it was kind of cool, that play on words.
Yeah. And she started writing the lyrics, which helped me start writing more storyboarding. And so the music, the lyrics, the music, and the storyboarding was all done in one night. After the thing came out.
We just went like, yeah, let's do it. And I said, show me something that sounds like what you want to do. And that was the sort of low choral stuff. And then, when I wrote those couplets, I gave it back to Jo. And I was like, I think we should sort of start with like the forbidden fruit thing. And then basically I just left him alone.
And then it was the 3 months of animating it. And I tried to put as much as I could, more than anything I have before. It's definitely, for me, the best thing I've ever made. And I think I'm going to do more competitions after this. I really enjoyed having like a theme and almost like a box for me to be able to direct my energy into. And outside of that, I'm gonna be making cartoons till I die. I know that. So yeah.
Well, that is very inspiring. Really, because we're here for that. What you've done with 30 Seconds has been amazing. Congratulations to you both for Blight.
Thank you.
We appreciate you entering, and we are very happy to see something so different in our competition. So thank you.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
One more thing.
Oh, yeah, one more thing.
There's one more thing that's quite special. It got to my birthday, and she surprised me with this incredible recreation of little Mr. Blight, little Blighty.
Fantastic. I love it.
We call him Little Blighty, and he has his
Yeah.
scythe, and he's like fully malleable, so he can do different positions, and his hat and everything. And so he has a special place in our heart.
So-
and he has
and
a little card to go with
She
it.
made a card as well, which is the fruit. And so she, so it's the little guy who like pulls the apple
The
leaf
forbidden
off.
fruit. Yes.
Yeah.
So
An apple.
yeah, so this is really had a special place in our hearts. So
Yeah.
we're very grateful. So thank you so much.
Lev up the game. Bring merch next time. No, it's they actually do quite a lot of that stuff and have done it for other things apparently. Okay, so those are the 3 sections. There are a couple of other things that we need to go through as we take this to an end. Just hold on to your seats a little longer. What we're going to do is that, as I said earlier, wanimate runs with a number of different people in it, and what is happening next is that, as I also said, the winners of the open section have got something special that's going to be happening to them. I'm not going to go into details with that. The next couple of people you'll see are going to be able to explain it much better than me. What we're going to do is we're going to hear something general about wanimate before the specificity of the last thing I just said. Yeah, I said specificity, that's right. Okay, what's going to happen is that, first of all, we're going to hear from wanimate chair Tanya Beeson.
Hello, she said, coveting popcorn and spilled drink, but you know, that's just me making a mess. Welcome, hello. It's awesome to see you all again this year. Those who are new, thank you for joining us, and it's amazing to see all your animations. This is literally the first time I've seen it, other than the few of my students who ran the films by me over the last few months. So very, very cool stuff going on, and I'm super impressed, and the winners definitely deserve it. To talk about what wanimate is, of course, wanimate is the West Australian Animation Association, and we've been around since 2006 in varying committees and varying events and all sorts of exciting things going on. We attempt to canvass and represent and join the animation industry locally through our little events and things that are happening. Hopefully there's a chance for you to meet someone you could potentially be making your next big production with, or maybe there's a studio that's local or national or international that you could definitely get some work out of and make those connections. And tonight's event is one of those nights. Just to talk about things that are going on, Cinefest Oz are going to talk shortly, and we're going to... I'm confused because I was going to say, oh yeah, another year has gone by, but it's only been 6 months since we had the last 3:30. Moving it to the beginning of the year has thrown me out, but it allows me to announce the Wham Bam, which is our 48-hour animation weekend, our weekend jam. Okay, it's a bit of a competition as well. The animators form a small team to come together. Is Shelley here tonight? No. Oh, we're missing Shelley. A lot of people have been knocked down by COVID, so hopefully we'll see her on her feet. But SAE have been hosting us the last few years, and we will get together and have another Wham Bam at SAE in September. So the dates for Wham Bam are going to be the 23rd to the 25th. It's a 48-hour period, allowing you to create a short animated piece, sort of along the lines of the 3:30, over that 48-hour period. It's intense, it's fun, it's a sleepover. We all camp at SAE. There's lots of pizza and coffee and Red Bull and all. They should be our sponsors. Yeah. That are all consumed over that time. It's a great opportunity, and although anyone's welcome, there tends to be a little bit of a competition going on between the varying colleges and schools, so, go TAFE, yeah. What else have we got? So Lightbox is our video podcast. We've done a couple of episodes. The idea is that we're going to run a Lightbox, hopefully at the end of each month, depending on how busy we are. The last couple of months have been fairly brutal for me, so we've missed out on doing that. But yes, we'll be doing more Lightbox. If you've been watching the episodes of Lightbox, they're on the wanimate YouTube channel, and we put them out through the Facebook page. Lightbox is just a chance for a bunch of old animators locally to talk about what could have been our glory days, and hopefully build you up confidence-wise to what will be your glory days in the future. So we can talk about interesting topics, news, tech releases, and software. So hopefully you tune in and listen to us over Lightbox. Later on in the year, we are screening, are still working on it, but we're doing a screening at Backlot, who've kindly donated their space for a screening later in the year for us. We are still working on the logistics of that, but it will be announced sometime soon. So thank you. on top of that, I think I better wrap up Travis's. Oh, I should thank Travis, considering he does the lion's share of the organisation of this event. He does the day-to-day running. He's the person that you all... That's all right. I understand long COVID. I'm suffering myself, and the reason why I'm inhaling hard is because I'm stifling coughs myself. Travis has done the 3:30 event for, 4 years now? Is this the 4th one? 5. 5th birthday. Happy 5th birthday. Bless us. Where are you going, Connor? This is disrespectful. He's one of my students, so yeah. Anyway, thank you for getting involved. It's awesome to see you all. I'm happy to have a chat with you and talk to you about your dreams and aspirations of being in the industry. And although, I do work at the TAFE as well, I'm happy to talk to anyone from any of the organisations and hopefully help you go in the direction that you want to go. My big thing is that I love animation, and I hope that we can build even more so the local animation community to being huge and awesome, and everyone come here for Perth being a centre of animation. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks so much for having us. We are so excited to be here. We came here for the first time last year, and we just loved it. We just love the animation, we've just talked about the diversity of it. It's just blowing me away again this year, and just so many quirky, amazing stories that are told in such a short period of time. So congratulations to all the filmmakers and all their families that support them through the journey, and their teachers and the institutions that support them as well. So thank you. Cinefest Oz is a 6-day event held in the southwest of Western Australia, centred in Busselton, but right through from Bunbury through to Augusta. And we now have Albany in April, May, and we're about to have Cinefest Oz Broome, which will be an Indigenous film festival held in conjunction with Galari Media. So, before no further ado, I'd just like to point out we introduced in 2020 a short film competition, and that's held now. The short film awards are held in Margaret River, the beautiful Margaret River Heart. You might have just seen on the clips just then. And the exciting thing that we've worked through with the wanimate committee, and we do sort of Tanya and the team just do such a great job, was the idea that 3 of the 3 films from tonight would get to screen and be part of the competition for Cinefest Oz in the Short Film Awards. So with no further ado, I'd just like to announce those 3 films, and I think they're to come forwards. Yeah, cool. Okay, so we have Blight, which is by J.O. Stens and Lorraine Hanson. And that one, I know, is the one that we've just seen on the screen. So, yeah, absolutely stunning film, just so beautiful, and, yeah, something really different. I hadn't really ever seen anything like that before. So, the other 2 that I do believe are in the room, first of all, While They Sleep by Nina Dakin. Congratulations, Nina. It's very exciting, and very exciting to have Flying Bark in the room too. We love Flying Bark. Thank you, Nina. Congratulations. Well done. Oh, yes. And this film is, particularly cute. I think everyone had a little sigh together. Larry the Light Bulb by Winston Foe.
He's dead.
Congratulations, guys. Well done. Yeah. Thanks, everyone.
Just as a small addition, if any of you are feeling not at all great with the world, so potentially Beyond Blue is a good place for you to call.
Thank you very much. Okay, so we are just about done, and I'm trying to see more by wearing 2 pairs of glasses. It doesn't really work. So, and anyone who's thought, he did that by accident, yeah, I did. That's what it's like when you wear glasses. All right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to round this up with just a few more thanks, and I'm going to, well, first of all, what I've got to say is that we have to thank our sponsors. It is very common for people to say that sponsors and supporters are the reason that these things occur, but it's true. Without those people and without their support and without their money, something like this can't happen, because it involves a lot of volunteer work, a lot of people devoting themselves and their time to it. So once again, our new sponsors are Flying Bark Productions and Access Reel, and our old friends are Vent Cinemas, Wacom, Foundry and Intraware, Dell, Toon Boom, Sandbox, Redbird Creative, Quixel Studios, and of course we're being supported by Cinefest Oz, as you just saw. So let's give a round of applause to all of those excellent people. Okay, this is what I'm going to also thank. We have to thank the judges, who did a very difficult job in sorting out who represented best light and who did, the best animation by their lights. See what I did there? So thank the judges, please, and the film students, and please thank the event students, Jaden and Cooper, who helped you get in here tonight. And can we thank Event Cinemas? Absolutely, we're sitting right there, absolutely, without whom we could not do this. So, one more clap. Now, as I said previously, we have to give out the prizes to those winners. So please, if you are in the schools or the secondary category, we have a bunch of stuff to give you, so don't disappear. Also, do not disappear, because we would like to take some further photos of you outside. We'll lead you to that place. Basically, people have got to see what you look like and who are the people that are taking home these prizes. And also, it's about, look, you're modest, that's why you're in animation. I kid. But also, you deserve to get your faces and your names out there, because, as I said much earlier, people need to know that this community exists and that also there's an industry here as well. So please show yourselves. Let's get some photos taken of you. Now, I've got to also just say that, please, I feel like that over the course of almost 2 hours that I've come to know you. I think of you as my friends. I believe that we've bonded. And I know this is often what people do when they want to borrow money, but there's nothing like that here. Thank you very much for coming. I would like you to applaud yourselves, and I would like to hit you with one of these. Thank you very much, everybody. Good night. We'll see you outside. What are you after?